What is going on, football fans? Back at it with another New York Giants video as it is Wednesday. We are 4 days away from kickoff as the New York Giants are set to take on the Buffalo Bills this Sunday in a must-win imperative matchup. And I want to give another quick shout out to Marjorie Simmons as she continues to provide me with such great information. I figured I would go over the injury report. The 6 players were on the report today. Some practice limited, some sat out, but there was a lot of news that came out of practice today on the injury front. Some of which include Sterling Shepard. Kevin Zeitler was on the report as well. Darius Slayton, Kareem Martin. We continue to have some pretty impactful players on this report. But for the most part, some really good news came out today. And we're going to go over all of it right now. Now, it is imperative that the Giants go into this game at full strength, or as close to full strength as they could possibly be. Cannot drop 0-2. If you do, very likely you will miss the playoffs. So here is the report. First, we're going to go over the 6 players that were on the report. Sterling Shepard did not practice after he had suffered a concussion last week. We're going to talk more about that in a second. Darius Slayton remains sidelined with his hamstring. Garrett Dickerson, who missed last game along with Darius Slayton, remained out with the quad injury. Kareem Martin has that knee injury and is expected to miss multiple weeks. So that was pretty big news coming out of last game. Limited participation, Kevin Zeitler with the shoulder injury, but from everything I read, he will be fine and he should be ready to go. Marcus Golden with a hip. Again, nothing negative coming out there. I expect him to play on Sunday, and the same can be said for Dexter Lawrence with his shoulder. But the big news that came out today on the injury front would be Sterling Shepard. Sterling Shepard, some very positive things coming out of concussion protocol. Obviously, we're kind of up in the air on this because you never know. Those are tricky. They're like hamstring injuries. You don't know how long it's going to take, and he could look great in practice. That doesn't mean he's going to pass the test. But supposedly, from all accounts, he looked very strong today in practice in terms of, his rehabilitation process. Sterling Shepard was on the field when the Giants' practice began Wednesday in the bright sunshine. He caught a few passes while getting loose with teammates and did a little skipping and dancing as he trotted off to the side to ride the stationary bike. Later, Shepard did some light jogging on the field while the Giants were working on an adjacent field. There are all positive signs for Shepard. The number 1 receiver on the team, Shepard, is in concussion protocol and will be monitored closely all week. That he was able to do this much activity this early in the week is encouraging. As far as the possibility he is cleared in time to play Sunday in the MetLife Stadium opener against the Buffalo Bills. So there you have it. There's the injury report, and we are going to need Sterling Shepard back. If obviously we can win without him, right? We got to run the football, and that is the weakness, if there is a weakness to this Bills defense. Last year, they ranked first against the pass. They gave up just over 2,800 yards on the air. That is a ridiculous number. They were middle of the pack against the run. You can run the ball on this football team. Saquon has to be the focus every week, but especially in this one on the offensive side of the football. But Shepard being out there, being this is such a great pass defense to begin with, it would be great to have that added weapon. We need him. He's our best wide receiver. And if he can play, obviously health is the biggest concern. But if he can play, it would be a huge plus to have him out there on Sunday. We're going to have to wait and see. As I said, Zeitler seems good to go. Kareem Martin will miss multiple weeks. I don't expect Slayton back this week. I know we're all looking forward to seeing that kid play, but I don't think he's quite ready yet. We'll have to wait and see. We'll continue to monitor it as the week goes along. But as always, guys, if you liked what you watched, please subscribe, drop a comment, maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.